Hi traders, welcome back to the channel. I know it has been a minute. I know I haven't made a video in a long time, and I'll try to explain as much of those as possible, but I just want to go over what's in place right now, and then whatever I'm trying to do moving forward from now. I need help. I need to improve. I've been struggling with finding consistency. I do understand the concept of trading, a lot of ICT concept, and just reading price action in general. But because of how my life is, how my schedule are, and how things are, I just have not been able to find any consistency or so. I'll be able to find some good trade here and there, but then I will go on tilt really quick when I'm on a losing streak. I don't know how to stop myself when I'm losing. I overtrade a lot. And at this point, it feels like I've been building this bad habit, these bad trading habits that are really just destroying my trading in general. So, I've decided to take a different approach to trading, being much more strict and tightened with my rules and how I approach the market. So right now what you're seeing is a combine that I'm working on, a top step combine, which is a 50k combine, and I do have my funded future combine as well. And the idea here is I want to constrict myself to reduce my trading frequency, meaning that my mission for the next 100 days or 100 trading days will be to reduce my trading frequency to 1 to 2 trade per day. That's pretty much it. So that's what I'm gonna do moving forward, and trying to journal every single trading day, even if I trade or not, and then take better analysis to my trading. I want data. I want consistent data to see what's working, to be much more confident in what I do instead of focusing on the payout and all this kind of stuff. Because I think since I've got my first payout and the second one, I've been playing the payout game where it's like, oh, what's the best strategy to get myself funded really quick, to get a payout really quick, and then, make money, quit the job and, do all the stuff with the money, all this kind of stuff. But that has not produced anything. I've been there. I've been where I was trading aggressively, where I made good money on some of those accounts. At one point, I had 3 or 4 funded accounts with Top Step that was in profit. I had at least 5 rand of profit in there, but I couldn't meet the 5-day consistency because I could not stop myself from trading, and I could not stop myself from tilting the moment I started taking losses. I could not stop. I couldn't just be like, oh, I took one trade and I lose $200 or $400. Let me just cut it here and then come back tomorrow. I could not do that. And that was hitting at me again and again and again and again. So on this combine, I decided to tighten my rules, and I set up better structure for myself. So if you come into my risk parameter, I want to maximize my use of Top Step risk setting. So I only allow myself to a maximum day loss limit of $500, and with a maximum trade limit, I initially had it at 1, but I think for a little bit of flexibility, I put it at 2. I know that I can take up to 100 trade in a single session, so I need to find something that restrict me from trading. And also, I do have a maximum trade per week, which protected me today because it locked me out today. I did not trade on this account. Although I did trade on the other account and I took a loss. Having those rules in place just allow me to focus on price action more instead of focusing on the gain. Instead of focusing on, the quick payout, it focuses on longevity. I can come back next week. My account is still in profit, and I can still trade. I may have 1 or 2 good winning days next week, and it keeps the account from progressing to get better, to grow, and then get to the funded stage and get that same mentality and same management system. If you look here so far, I took an initial loss on no, after I had two winning days and one losing day. My largest win was 700. My largest loss was for $457, and I was active on Monday, Tuesdays, and I think Wednesday. My average winning duration is 4 minutes. My average loss duration is 3 minutes, which is fairly good. I hold my loser less than my winner. My average winning trade is 300. My average losing trade is 450. Direction is 60%. It move toward my direction. Even in the trade that I lost, it did move in my direction almost to a 1-to-1, but did not get to the level where I would try my stop to break even. So it ended up closing the trade in a negative. I want to now be more calm where I'm putting on a trade. I know that, okay, I have this setup and I'm entering, and just the idea that, okay, if it does not reach my take profit, then I can, pull out, right? If it doesn't reach my take profit, it'll take me out, and then that's it. I'm done for the day. The downside with that is just like yesterday, I entered the trade a little bit early, so it didn't close in that fair value gap, move way lower, get close to my stop, and then reprice back in that fair value gap and started moving higher. And then I entered the second trade, which get me out of the drawdown. But again, that is just that idea that I'm trying to figure out the time frame at which I want to trade. I will post some videos about my strategy going into the strategies that I will use for that journey. So the idea here is to get enough data, at least 100 trading days. It doesn't have to be every trading day, but every trading day, and then accumulate enough data about my strategy, the times I'm entering in, what those fair value gap are doing, what is the probability. I want to stick to a 1 to 2 pattern and then see how that turns out. The moment I get paid out, or every month or so, I will be adding one more combined to it, which will get me to max up to 5 combined, and we'll see how it goes from there. But then the point here is just to find consistency, because this is a part of trading that I'm currently struggling with as much as possible. I can read the market fairly well. I can, read 300 point move and all this kind of stuff, but I lack the consistency and the discipline to, do a better risk management, to manage my account long enough so that I see the fruit of my labor, the fruit of all my learning and all this kind of stuff. So as you can see, so we have 3 days in to close the week on a $200 profit. We had a win on Monday, and then we had a loss on Tuesday, and then we had a win on Wednesday, and then a loss here on the Fund the Future account on today. And so that's a trade that I took. My first trade was a winner, which gives me this, and then the one trade that I took on Tuesdays was the 450. It was one long on NQ. It was a loss, but it was a good loss because it was the structures that I wanted at the times that I wanted in the fair value gap that I wanted, but price just did what it wanted to do and then took me out. And then yesterday I had the initial trade. It took me out at 450, but it did not close outside of the fair value gap. And I proceeded to put on a second entry at that same fair value gap, and then continue to move higher, clearing the loss and then putting me in profit. And then today, because I reached my max of 5 trades per week, I am locked out for the week. So I won't be able to trade today. I was not able to trade today on that account until next week. The good thing about it, sure, market dropped over 400 points today, but then the good thing about it is my account is still alive, because had I had that account open, I would have probably taken a trade at the wrong time, and it would not have been good for me. One thing that I've been doing is daily journaling. So I usually have a daily price action analysis where I'm looking at the market early on in this specific market. I did not have a clear bias because we had a new daily volume balance, and we were just closing or barely close this daily imbalance right here. So I was thinking potential sideways or consolidation due to the new volume balance, but also there was a possibility of price continuing lower to take some sell side. And then early on, prior to 9:30, I favor bearish bias because looking at yesterday, we had a shift in market structure. Yeah, looking at yesterday price action, we had a raid on the buy side, a shift in market structure, returning to a bullish fair value gaps this morning. That was a candle, and I was looking at those relative equal low at 56.51. So the recap. Early on, I was looking at some raid on buy side, which it didn't stay fairly inside that 1 hour fair value gap. It was a very heavy bearish environment, and it turned out to be a trending market, right? Usually I had my entry, all the setups that I'm using, I try to get my entry in the macro, but I did not respect that. I didn't trade, I didn't reduce my leverage, and I traded ahead of the times I want to trade in. And then compared to yesterday, I took more trade. So even though my bias was bearish, I took a bullish trade, which ended up costing me. So yeah, that was it. That was today. Today I took a loss. As you can see, I took 14 trades, which wasn't something that I was supposed to do. I was supposed to take 1 or 2 trades. And as you can see, this is the things that I'm fighting against, that tendency of taking a lot of trades, of getting lost in the market and the price action and letting price dictate my emotion and pushing a lot of the button. So if you were to compare it to how I did yesterday, it was fairly a better structuring and a better trading system that I had in place. So if we look at the yesterday price action, which is gonna be here, I took 2 trades. I took 2 trades. That was all I took, and I closed the day on $1,700, and which got me out of the drawdown. But then I'm back into the drawdown because I just took a loss today. But yeah, so the idea here is to build up that consistency, to be consistent at my trading. And then here was a trade. It was the same setup, but you just gotta look at it at the inverse because of the sell side returning to a fair value gap in that time frame. It dropped and give me my 1 to 2. If we drop on a lower time frame, we still have the same pattern. We take a small raid on buy side, shifting market structure, fair value gap, price drop lower. So I try to journal every day, and I will try to be consistent every day. But basically, the goal here is to work on the process, being able to keep myself consistent for a long period of time, to get enough data to focus on the process rather than the excitement of payout and, you know, the subscribers, you know, all of the external thing. The focus now is to lock in the chart and then get my mind and my focus into that craft, which is the trade itself. So I will try to update you guys once a week. If we get a payout, I'll be posting a video about it. So I will do it for that period of time, 1 video a week, until I'm much more consistent and get enough data. Then I will provide you guys with what strategy I'm using, what entry criteria I have developed, what I have in place, and, you know, hopefully we'll build up from there. I hope you guys like the video. If you enjoy or if you find it insightful, subscribe, like, comment. It means a lot. It gives a little bit of boost to want to keep on doing that consistently. And let's work on longevity. Let's work on consistency. Let's do the little things long enough so that we are all profitable at the end of the day. So this is a new mission. These are changes that come out of the struggle, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I've been really struggling with trading. In 2025 has been tough, but I'm working on it. I'm trying to get myself in that process. There have been countless of nights where the thought of like just quitting and stopping comes to mind again and again, because every time I get close and I fumble so many times. But then so there's that part of me that just have that feeling that there's something there, and there's something in there that will make it worth it. That will make all those stresses, all those pain and losses or lessons worth it at the end of the day. So hope you guys stick around. I hope you guys support, and then I'll see you guys next week and the week after that, until we see the end of that journey. Until next time, my friend, study the market, enjoy your weekend. Peace.